Hey, welcome back to the channel, and guys, this is Rajoshi, and today I thought something different. Today I was going out in the evening to have my regular cup of tea, and then I saw a light post. This is the same light post past which I've been traveling my entire life, but I've never noticed it this way. So when I noticed the light post, I decided to click a picture and came back home and edited it into a poster. So without any further ado, let's get started and let's see how we created a poster out of literally a very boring picture. So once we are here in this wonderful world of Affinity Photo 2, the first thing is that take a good look at the picture that we are going to work with today. Now I have already created a palette template which is of the YouTube thumbnail ratio, that is 1920 by 1080, and we have dropped this image over that layer, and then we are going to enlarge this image to compose our shot. Let's put it like that. Once we are done with that, let us just quickly fill up the gaps using black color. Create an empty layer. Below this layer, choose the bucket tool, pick a black color and just dab. That's it. All done. It's a total black image now. Next, we are going to add some curves and make it even darker. So press Ctrl or Command M. Darken it. Change the blending mode to multiply. Press G to pick the gradient tool and create a soft gradient from bottom up. Like that. Next, we are going to increase the exposure of the lights. So for that, create another curve, press Ctrl M, then just increase the highlights like that and decrease the shadows to increase the contrast. Now once you're done with it, the next thing we're going to do here is add some color grading to the image. I am going to apply some green color to the lights. So for that, create a color grading layer. So we have this gradient map. In the shadows, it's going to be almost as dark. Okay, in the shadows, this is going to be almost as dark as anything else. And then add a color balance layer. Click that, choose color balance or selective color, and then pick the whites, add some yellow to the whites, select the neutrals, add some yellow to the neutrals, some green. Now let us just group it out. So color grading goes in one layer, let's name it CG. Then this is all about darkening, let us call these gradients. And then let's go and add a dust layer, just a dust layer like that. Change the blending mode to screen or lighten. I'm going with screen, and then decrease the opacity. Now let's add a blue filter layer above everything else using the overlay blending options, overlay blending mode. So just create a blank layer, choose the paint bucket tool, blue as the foreground color, just dab, and then change the blending mode to overlay. Next, we will slap on another layer of overlay on top of this to add some dramatic effect and depth to the image. So for that, we are just going to pick something like analog lights and just slap on another filter over it. Once we are done with this, let's add some titles. I have already created a palette here as the name by titles, and from here I'm just going to copy and paste it. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Alright, next we are going to add a text to this image by giving it a name to the poster. So just select the artistic text tool and write the name. Outpost. That is the name I have chosen for this case. And then change the blending mode to overlay. Place it here. Resize it. Now we are going to add some glow to this outpost layer. So we'll just duplicate it. Add a Gaussian blur to the top layer. Send the blending mode to screen. And decrease the opacity slightly. And then we are going to add a displace filter on top of that text to create some of much dynamic thing going on. I don't know what to call it. It's just another step that you don't need to do, but I'll do. So just add a displace filter. Load map from beneath. And we are done. We created a poster from basically nothing and it looks cool. So that being said, I think we enjoyed the session. I enjoyed the session. I hope you enjoyed the session, and take care. And oh, always remember, have a cup of tea every evening. It's good for your thinking process. I don't know why I said that, but I said it. Take care. Goodbye.